Welcome to the virtual Mkhukhu, Mkhukhu wakho wolwazi, the Mkhukhu of education. Let's go. What's up, everyone? It's Penuel The Black Pen, and it's the Pen and Pen show, which means I've got my brother Penson. I've got a really special guest today, Slim, who literally hounded me one day. I'm like, no, sorry, I don't do autographs. Please get away from me. Actually, but he was like, yo, please come through and see the space that we work at. And I was like, I've been wanting to work at your space for so long, but I'm hoping he's going to tell us about the space and the work. But that's how I met him. But as you guys know, me and my brother normally have this gay handshake that we do. But because we've got someone to create a sandwich to all the guys who are alternative, this is going to be a nice little OG moment.
You guys know what it's about?
Gay handshake. Let's go.
Let's get it.
I'm not making that sound.
You have to make the sound, bro.
Seriously.
Last time, let's go. Let's go.
Make the sound. Let's make the sound.
Boom. Gay handshake. Anyway, Penson, please greet the people before Slim introduces himself.
Guys, man. Thank you again for tuning in. I'm so excited, dog.
Yeah,
like,
man.
I'm really, really excited
Yeah,
because,
man.
again, getting introduced to the space, getting to meet you, getting to meet the team, and learning. And I'm excited at the fact that Abantu are going to learn exactly what you do, who you are.
Thank you.
And your dad, Uata.
Are we allowed to say on this podcast?
Please. So guys, this is Slim. Unfortunately, it's going to be a very short episode, but it's a profile more than anything because I'd like the world to get to know Slim. His energy is absolutely amazing. And before he gets super famous and doesn't answer my phone calls, I want to tell him, Slim, this is for you in the future. Fuck you for not picking up my phone calls.
Slim.
Because you're too famous and you think you're too fucking cool. Bastard. Slim, please introduce yourself to the world.
Sanbonani, hello to everybody out there. My name is Slim. Government name, Buntu. Government name is Buntu Mawisa. I'm a...
Buntu Mawisa?
Buntu Mawisa.
Fethi phone number yakle.
Yes, I knew.
Telephone number yakle. Kono Mawisa ngimazi. Oh, she's a pe.
Sorry, she's my cousin, but
really?
She's Clay Mawisa. But it's not
I'm
that
in the
deep.
circle.
Mamela Yima, whoa.
It's not that deep, is what she's going to be saying in the future. Sorry, I'll take that back. We'll edit that out.
Cut it out.
It's not like that. It's she is a cousin, but it's not like those cousins that we chill
Close
together.
like that.
Yeah.
She's a relative. You're related.
Yeah, we're related. I'm closer to her younger siblings, which is a brother and a sister. Two brothers. So I'm closer to them.
Okay.
But she moved out of Cape Town like a long time before we did. So I don't really I'm not that
No
type
problem.
of thing.
Clema,
that's
we love you. I love you more, but we love you, but I love you more. Much more. Claire.
Oh my God.
Sorry,
Oh,
Slim.
yeah.
So you're from Cape Town?
From Cape Town
Okay.
originally. Yeah, I moved to Joburg.
We're in Cape Town.
In Hlane, Montana. It's a suburb close to...
Suburb.
I mean, we got palm trees and shit. Not many. But it's like, I wouldn't even say suburb though, to be honest. It's like over the bridge from Mkhukhu.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's more, more suburb-ish.
New age.
Yeah. But I think now my family stayed at Mkhukhu, like my grand.
Yeah.
And you know, on the weekends, your parents drop you by your grand. So I spend more time in Mkhukhu too.
Yeah.
But then, of course, I'd still study like in the more suburban areas.
Where did you study? High school?
Studied in a high school called Pinelands High.
Okay. Pinelands.
Yeah,
Pinelands is Lani.
Aibo.
I think Usia Kolisi at some point was staying in Pine, or some of the Western Province rugby players.
There's a cricketer. Yeah, he stays in Pinelands. Yeah.
Lani. Okay.
Didn't you guys go to like? Come on, you guys go to like big schools?
Went to Kukuletu Senior Secondary.
Nope.
No palm trees, no trees, no nothing.
Come on.
During break.
Yeah. Eating what?
During break eating schemes.
Feeding scheme. I'm kidding. Sorry, Pinelands.
Yeah. So I was very involved in sports. Cricket. I actually played cricket.
Yeah. Were you dope? Too dope.
Poison.
Come on.
Serious.
Let them know.
Yeah. Serious. But I had a discipline problem, so then I got like kicked out of province at like no one's perfect. And
Yes. We're very thankful that you are a changed man.
Yeah.
Even though your hair doesn't say so, but we're very thankful that you're trying. Thank you.
Oh my God. But yeah, so played cricket, but then I lean more towards like creative side. So being a musician. Yeah, then from high school, studied at UWC.
University of the Western Cape.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I studied. You know? I would say I attended.
What's the difference?
I'll say attended. Bro.
Steve Jobs attended.
Look,
Yeah, Steve Jobs attended. Yeah.
Steve Jobs, Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg attended.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also like the transition from high school to university is like, there's no ways you can transition into that life perfectly.
You're not
You know what I mean?
trained.
You go from
It's such a huge
trained
jump.
properly.
yeah,
It's a
you
huge,
literally
huge
go
jump.
from like people telling you when to go to, when to be in class, what to wear, and then all of a sudden in a classroom with like 20, 30 people, then you're in a classroom with like 300 people.
Yeah.
Right?
And no one is policing.
No one cares if you're there or what. So I eventually dropped out. I have a actual genuine good reason for why I dropped out. But anyway,
So
I
did
dropped
Bill
out.
Gates. It's fine.
And
You're
then-
in good company.
And then I went to, then I studied again. I studied sound engineering at this university, not at an academy called ASE. Dropped out of there to ASE, yeah, Academy of Sound Engineering.
Academy of Sound Engineering, Auckland Park.
There's one in but there was one in
In
there
Cape
was one
Town.
that just opened in Cape Town.
Okay.
So I studied there. After 2 years also, dropped out again.
Sure.
And then packed what I had, came to Joburg to come figure it out. And this is me
You had
still
no
figuring
plan?
it out. Nah, I had an idea,
Yeah.
but no like real concrete plan. My reason for like when I was like I want to drop out was because I figured I had all the soft skills that I needed to survive in the real world, and I thought the soft skills are more important than like the technical skills. I figured I could learn technical skills on the way, but I don't think. I think a good person can keep you staying in the room. Just being a good person can actually get you in a room way more than technical skills. Sometimes
100%.
technical skills can, but I don't think those technical skills can keep you in the room. It can be easily replaced with someone who's more technical than you, right? So
You can
for
always
me-
teach technical skills.
yeah.
You can always
So for
learn
me-
technical skills.
Exactly. So for me, by having like soft skills, like being a good communicator, trying to manage my time better, I think those are the things that I really got out of university as opposed to like the technical stuff.
Yeah.
And then I figured if I have these, it's a grand one.
Sure.
I'm gonna be fine. And then I went with those, and I'm still out here figuring it out.
When did you get in Joburg, and when did you get to Joburg, and where were you staying, and what were you doing?
Yeah, I was about to ask that. I was about to ask that.
Joburg. How much time do we have?
No, can I tell?
We don't have much time, but let's see.
Okay, I'm gonna summarize.
Summarize,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
we'll maybe
And,
ask.
and,
or
and I
whatever.
want to link it back when you spoke
Yeah.
about the bridge between matric and varsity.
Yeah.
With the jump of, I've got the soft skills.
Yeah.
Because a lot of kids are going to be watching this.
Yeah,
and they're
yeah.
going to say, I have soft skills.
Yeah.
And they'll define it for themselves as well.
Yeah.
And then I can do this movement. Because it's a
Yeah.
big ass jump.
Yeah.
You know, so how could you guide them just through your telling your journey so that they have a softer landing, I guess?
I think for me, I'll say from my personal experience, I went into university not really knowing what I'm supposed to study, but I was told after matric is university, so that's what you're supposed to do. I knew I wanted to be in the entertainment industry. I knew that what I wanted to do had nothing to do with like corporate, you know what I mean? But it was like kind of like, it takes you very long to be comfortable in your own skin and do what you say you want to do. So once I realized like, yo, I really just like the people that I look up to, right, at the time, whether it was the Jay-Z or the 50 Cent or the I'm naming musicians now, but I'm trying to name people outside of the music space that were making money, right? It didn't look like it was based on technical stuff only. It just looked like, okay, cool, these people are there's the soft skill element that was added to their character, right? And I figured, okay, if I can get those things right, if I can know how to communicate, bro, then maybe I don't even have to finish that assignment on time. If I can just communicate properly to my tutor, this guy will still get me to submit this thing. You tough. And that's the world, though, right?
Unfortunately, that's the real
Get in
world.
how you
That's
fit
the
in.
world.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
take this advice, kids, but that is the real world.
You know, so it was like, if I can do that, right, then I can still maneuver and still get into certain spaces, even though it's not the conventional way to do it. But I think the soft skills will get me further. And I relied on those, and they got me here.
You still believe in that now?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Just to tie it into how we met,
Yeah.
right? It was like, I was watching you on YouTube and all these videos, and just like I'd always say to my flatmate, like, yo, this guy is definitely gonna die.
How?
This guy, yeah, for real. For real.
Jesus, like
yeah,
this?
Yeah, for real.
Gonna die.
For real. I was like, yo, you don't have much time on this earth. So I gotta figure out like how should I meet him, right? How am I gonna get him?
Before his time.
Yeah, just to get what I need.
Now I'm thinking of other references like Tupac and Pop Smoke. No, I wanna live long like Kanye. Come on, man.
So at that, but when I met you, it was like for me, courage is always doing something that you're not comfortable doing.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think if you are an accountant and then you do something and you deal with an accounting client, that's not you being courageous.
That's not
right?
courage, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Being courageous is walking into a building, not knowing how a camera works, and saying I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like within like what a man does every day.
Yeah.
Right. But that's for me. That's true courage, is being able to do stuff that even if you don't know how to do it, right? You like, I'm gonna figure this out. Right. So in us meeting, I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna say. Right. I don't know what I'm gonna say.
I know
don't-
this guy's gonna
but
die
I
soon.
know for a fact that he don't have much time. So so I gotta get this black while it's
now
hot.
till then, from
Right?
now till
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
I need a
right?
shine.
And like there's like a rule, an industry rule, I guess, that you don't approach someone when they're with, especially like a woman, right? And he was with someone at the time, so I'm like, there's no way he's gonna be mean now. No way. So me, I'm going the opposite side of that rule. I'm going. And I go and I say, yo, hey, you Penuel on that. He's like, I think you said no at first. I think you were like, no, I'm not. I was like, you can't be serious. It was like, completely
get away from me.
Yes,
I don't have time for this guy. Get away from me.
the speech, right? I'm like, okay, whatever. You are Pen, and there's a space that I work at, and I want you to come check it out. I think it's really gonna be dope, and I really think you can add a value that can change the space. And he's like, okay. He's heard of it, comes and he checks it out. I really thought you're not gonna come, right? And at the same time, it's one of those things where you're meeting someone that you have so much to say, right, about yourself, right? But you're like, this is not the time. And I think that's maybe a different topic of a timing
but that's
thing.
a teachable
right?
moment. I'd
It's
like
a
you to
timing
speak
thing,
about it.
right? Where I think spending enough time in Joburg, I've learned that when you're approaching people, you don't approach them about how they can help you. It's like, how can you help that person, right? So for me, it was like, how do I help Pen, right? We'll get here at some point in time. I didn't know it was gonna happen this soon, but I figured we'd get here, right? But let me rather focus on how can I help him, right? Do what he's doing better, right? And
That's too dope, bro.
then from
That's
there,
too dope.
eventually, at some point in time, right, you will ask me, what the fuck do you do?
Yeah.
Right? And then once I get that moment, I'll be able to say, I do this and this and this and this and this and this, and be like, oh shit, maybe I should actually put you on my show, and then boom.
Yeah.
So this was part of my great plan to actually be here.
That's too dope, bro.
bro.
Thank you, Slim.
Yeah, man.
You never answered my question. When did you get to Joburg? What were you doing at that time?
When I got to Joburg, I was making music. So,
But who, like you got here and you stayed with who? Where? And what year
so
was it?
I had I don't want to tell a dark part of the story, but
Okay. Tell whatever
'Cause
makes
it
sense.
involves a hand, so it goes. So I'm not gonna go there, right?
What do they call that? Isn't that a hobosexual? There's a word for it, ne? Guys that live with girls. No, not you. We're talking hypothetical. This other guy. Let's call him Sia. he then moves.
Good name.
He then moves from Durban to Joburg because he found a hun on Facebook. Right?
Who's got a flat?
Who's got a flat?
Yeah.
You know, lady's like 30 years older than him. And all of a sudden, he stays there while he's figuring it out. And she's the one that's working, buying groceries, buying data.
No, it wasn't like that.
For C.
Yeah, nah.
For you, no.
No.
Not like that.
Nah. I'm gonna fast forward it. I came to Joburg and I had savings. I came here and I said I'm gonna stay with my sister.
Where did the savings come from?
Building money when I was in Cape Town.
You were hustling in Cape Town?
I was hustling in Cape Town. I got a deal with Hunters at the time. I was an ambassador for like a campaign for like a year. And then I used some of that for savings. Got here and then stayed. The plan was to stay with my sister. And then things changed. I didn't stay with my sister. I ended up getting a flat. This is where that situation came in. Yeah. And then fast forward, my savings are gone, done, right? And you always have whenever you start a business or get into something, you always have like you do your SWOT analysis and you have an idea of this is how this is gonna go. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna spend this and this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. And then you start the shit and then it goes to shit, right? And you realize like, oh, damn, like this is actually tougher than I thought it was gonna be. So when I got here, I realized that I don't have the actual resources to further myself in the music space, right?
Were you rapping? Were you singing? Were you
rapping?
DJing?
Right,
okay.
From a rapping perspective, and I realized that again, people work more with people that they know here in the city. So when you're new, it's very difficult to tap in, right? Unless you're able to offer something. And then I got a call from a guy called John Savage, and I had worked with him on the Hunters campaign in Cape Town. And in one of the conversations that we had, he was like, yo, I'm actually planning on building this thing. It's like, it's going to be called Am Studios. It's going to be this. And then he randomly sends me a message to say, yo, I've actually built this thing and I want you to come check it out. I'm like, what? So I get here for the first time. This is like 2019, end of 2019. And then I see everything that the space offers.
Dead broke at that time.
Dusted.
Jesus.
Dusted. I even remember, I remember I got to the garage, right? And I had $50 for petrol. I was driving a Corolla at the time. So you just
Come on. That's me, boy. That's me with the test. Shout out to the Japanese. Shout out to the Japanese and Toyota. That's what's
Man, I'm telling you, $50 take you a long way. So Shanguve, I'm telling you.
Shout out to the Japanese, man.
Shout out. But anyway, so I put in the last $50 that I have to come here.
Yeah.
And the petrol attendant, I don't know what he was going through, but he puts in 120 by mistake, or 110 by mistake. He's like, oh, Ndwana, I messed up. I'm like, oh, that's not my problem. That is not my problem. That's
someone else's problem. But then someone else ain't me.
I'm like, bro, all I have is 50. He's like, but I'm like, yo, listen, there's nothing I can do for you now, but eventually I'll
come back and I'll sort you out.
I'll come back, but also this is not my problem.
Yeah.
Right? This is not my problem, right? Which I'll tap into at a later stage. But anyway, so then I came here and then I saw the space and then immediately I was like, yo, I have to be here. I have to be a part of whatever the hell this is. I have to be a part of it because it is. When I spoke to John Savage about it, and I was like, yo, what was your reason for building this place? And he was like, yo, creatives in South Africa lack two things. South Africa has talent. South Africa has an incredible amount of talent.
Undeniable.
Right? Outside of stuff like platinum, copper, gold, yada, 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 our talent is what we export to the world the most. Honestly, that's what we export to the world the most. So, but what do we lack then? And he was like, what we lack is the resources, which is the resources to actually create the content. And we lack the information about the business of this industry, right? And he wanted to build a place around, and I was like, yo, that is something I definitely want to be a part of. And positioned myself, started out as a runner here at AMT, and positioned myself to then where I am now, And that's how basically. the
Jeez,
story
shout out
comes
to
full
John, bro.
circle. Yeah.
John, I hope you're gonna see this. We love you, bro. Thank you so much.
100%,
Thank you
man.
so
That
much,
man
yeah.
is
To you and the
flipping
entire
incredible.
team, but shout out to you for the vision.
Yeah, he's flipping incredible. He's
Yeah.
flipping incredible. Just the vision to have a space like this, right? And also have it for free. Do you get what I'm
This
saying?
space is crazy.
To have it for free and to say, let's cut out the middleman,
Yeah.
right? You want information? Here's the information, right? Now it's basically saying we're not gonna keep feeding you. We're gonna take you to the wild, teach you how to do this, or what's that saying? Teaching someone how to fish.
How to fish, yeah.
Yeah, it's basically that, and giving you the information to be able to empower yourself, and then empower the next person, and eventually start our own economy where you don't need all these extended or external factors that come in and just take. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man, I won't lie, I'm super privileged to be a part of a space like this, and when I came in and the other operations manager Nosisi, when we sat down, we were like, yo, how do we imagine, even John asked us, how do you imagine AMP to be? And we were like, yo, we want something to feel like, we want a space that's like a family space, right? Where even the people that work in the space, we want you to feel like, yo, this person is like a family member of mine, right? Like, not necessarily by blood, but like by the same vision that we have, right? And anybody who walks in the space can attest to that and say, yo, the space, like when I get in here, it's warm. It's people understand me, people get me, and you understand that you're dealing with people's dreams at the end of the day.
Jeez, that's
people's
sensitive.
dreams. Yeah, you're dealing with people's dreams, right? So whatever the hell you're going through, you leave that at home, right? And understand that someone is coming here and they are already, when you're starting something, you're already scared of your own dream, right? And now you're gonna go take that dream and put it into someone else's hands and trust that they're gonna like treat it in the same way and see it in the same way that you want to see it. And I think back again, that it's very little to do with the technical stuff, but actually the soft skill about understanding someone, you know what I mean, communicating with someone and getting to look at their dream from another perspective and still finding a way to get it right. I think those are the things that make this space different from any other space. There's been spaces that have been created that are content creation hubs, right? But I think the team shares the same sentiments that I also share in terms of like just the soft skills, bro.
Yeah.
Bringing it full circle. It's just the soft skills to be able to say, yo, we will treat this thing or this dream of yours in the same way you treat it.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Can I add to something that you were saying? And I think a lot of people need to understand there's something that you're also not saying. To all the younger kids that are watching this, or all people who have aspirations to sit where you're sitting, and Usia doesn't speak about hustling on an empty stomach. You touched on it, but you didn't speak about it.
Yeah.
You spent your last $50. You got here.
Yeah.
You got here and then got a job and had to wait time X before that first paycheck.
Yeah.
I think a lot of kids at home, meal, soft bed, living soft and clean because mom is getting look after them. And then when they want to throw themselves into a space like this and they think they've got, I know how to speak to people, I'm assertive, I'm ambitious, I'm Do you know how to do all of that on an empty stomach? Do you know how to do all of that with $350 in your pocket? So I think the reason why it's so easy to relate with some of the people that come and work here and you guys have the warmest hands is because there's that level of we know what it's like to be hustling and having a dream while having nothing. And if a talent walks through your door who's in the same space, they get approached in that same manner because there's that empathy. You know, so again, guys who's watching this, please understand, as ambitious as you are, as driven as you are, as smart, as intelligent, whatever the case may be, when you have a goal, have whatever business aspirations, when the bank account is on zero,
I would add on to say, look, you always gotta be ready to go back to that dark place. Always. Me, I'm always ready to go back. Like no matter how much, like I'm better off now, right? But the reason I'm able to work the way that I work and do the stuff that I do is because I understand that the goal is happiness, right? But it's not the end goal for me. I understand that in this thing, there's always going to be happy, down, but I'm enjoying the journey, and I understand that. Like whenever I'm not chasing a soft life. I'm not chasing a soft landing. I know that, like, whatever happens, I always know I'm always ready. And I say I'm always ready to say I'm gonna go back to noodles and peanut butter every day. I'm always ready to go there. For the sake of a business, if you're saying, yo, we're gonna start a business now, right? Now I'm saying, I'm not gonna say, yo, man, like looking at the way my life is set up right now, I'm not willing to go back to that working 16 hours a day type of person. I'm not willing to go back to cutting my budget to the bare minimum and eating this and this and this and this. And I think that's one of the biggest problems with people that are actually hustling, right? Or that think they're hustling, is that they hustle to get out, but they're not ready to go back to that place mentally.
The moment your stomach turns, bro, you run away.
If you're not ready to go back there mentally.
Hot. So when you speak about a dark place, you're speaking about a place that so many people have no idea what that looks like.
Yeah.
So they come with the dreams and the smarts and the talks, but they don't have what you have.
Yeah. I call it. I heard someone. I think it was Kanye who called it. It's a poor work level, right? When I say poor work level, I don't mean like poor work ethic level, but I mean like poor, like going back to that poor mentality.
Got you.
Right. And just having nothing and saying, okay, cool. Kanye says in one interview, like, he's always ready to go back there. He's like, I'm always ready. I'm always, no matter, I see the stuff that I have, right? And I look at that and I say, I look at the stuff that I have, but I'm always ready to go back to that poor type of, poor hustle mentality. Where it's like, yo, like every day rent is due. Like literally, every day rent is due. Like I'm ready to go back there at any point in time. And I think sometimes a lot of people are like, as soon as they get out of there, they just never want to go back there, not realizing that that's the part that made you who you are. Like that's the part that made you, like in your core, that made you who you are. The greats are always able to go back into that place.
Yeah. I stalk you on your WhatsApp, and I watch your WhatsApp videos when you're gymming. And and again, Kai Green also speaks about being able to summon those demons.
Yeah.
You know, and I wish we had longer to talk about this. But that is an episode in its own. Around everything that you have said. Sorry. Lunga, keep going.
What's your dream, Slim? I don't know if you're comfortable sharing it. You know when you said it, like it was the whole thing of the sensitivity of handling people's dreams. And I know some people are scared to actually say them. Because some people believe if you say them, you kind of taint them. Some are like, if you say them, they'll manifest. So I don't know if you're comfortable to share your dream with us. Or a piece of it, or part of it.
Yeah, a piece of it. Honestly, my dream is to dream or goal. My dream is to make my mom proud. Yeah, to make my mom proud. I think I'm a very, like, it could have gone any way with me. You know what I mean? Like the type of personality I have, it could have gone anywhere. My mom always used to say to me, you're the one child I have that could either be the first one to go to jail or the first one to be a millionaire. Not sure.
Flip a coin.
It could just on a bad day. It could go the other way, right? And because the thing that scared her the most is the thing that probably keeps her safe now and keeps her like calm now, is the fact that whatever this kid believes in, he sees through, right? Like, what if I believe in something, genuinely believe in something from my gut, I see it through. Like when I dropped out for the first time and my mom was like, oh, and she understood why, right? Because it was for health conditions or health reasons, right? Then I did it again, right? And she was like, okay, now it's not health reasons. Now you're just saying you're going where to go do what? And it's like, but for me, it was like, I genuinely believe in this, right? And I don't expect anybody else to believe in it. If someone does believe in it, like a pen believes in it, right? I'm grateful, right? But whether you're here or not here, whether somebody else is here or not here, right? This train is going forward, right? One way or another. And I think sometimes with creatives, we're so willing to let people tell us what we should be dreaming or what direction we should be going, right? there's this, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna get it right, but I'm gonna try. There's this I was speaking to a pastor, Mr. Salvin.
Okay.
Used to be a musician.
Yeah.
And he invited me to his church, and there was something he was speaking about you within your spirit, you know what you're meant to do. You know what you're meant to be, especially when you're spiritually in tune, right? But then what makes it difficult is your senses are the things that people use to deter you from. So whether it's what you eat or what you hear that says, go this way or do that. But in your spirit, you know what you're supposed to do. So for me, it's like I'm so in tune with who I am and where I want to be and what I need to do, right? And what my actual purpose is, which I'd encourage anybody watching this, right? If there's anything you want to walk away out of the show today, it's like find your purpose, bro. Yeah. Find your purpose. Like genuinely find your purpose. Stay away from negative energy. Stay away from people that are going to disturb you in dream mode. Don't fuck with me in dream mode. If I'm saying, yo, this is my dream, this is what I want to do, the last thing I need is you to start putting those limitations that the world and school had put to say, yo, this is how you dream and this is who you be. Stay away from me when I'm in that mode, right? Until you find your purpose. And once you find your purpose, don't let anybody stop you from getting to that shit. No matter what. Like, no matter what. Don't let anybody stop you and get in the way of that.
Thank you, Slim. You're gonna owe me more sit down besides this, but I think you're gonna close this off. I just want to highlight my biggest takeout of today for you guys, because I love education and I love empowering other people.
Yeah.
When you want to meet someone, or when you have an opportunity to meet someone that you think can add value to your life, focus on adding value to their life. It becomes so much easier. They open up. They want to do things for you without you asking.
Yeah.
But if you focus on what you want to take from them, really, you almost block off your blessings. So, Slim, thank you for that. I don't know if Penson has anything to close off, and then we'll let you close.
I'm very excited for the next couple of interviews. You know, I wanna unpack your music journey and the aspirations moving forward. I wanna pack the dark side. We speak a lot about Carl Jung around the shadow and the dark side and understanding the light and how they complement each other into making who you are. You know, so give me just getting to know you a little bit better. I'm very appreciative and I'm happy that he introduced us, and
thank you,
I'm blessed to have you in your life. I'm blessed to have the team. So thank you so much, bro.
No, I mean, thank you for the platform. Honestly, thank you for the platform. Even when you called me to say let's do this, I was like, you know, like, are you sure? I mean, I think we've had a lot of conversations off camera, and I'm sure we'll continue to have more conversations off camera. But I'm grateful for the platform, one, and I'm grateful for what you guys are doing. Do you know what I mean? And just it's really dope when there's a better word I can find, hopefully, but it's really dope when you can sit down with people and you can have conversations and you know you're not going to get like a social standard template answer or like a Twitter answer. You know what I mean? If I ask you what's your take on something, you're not going to give me the conventional answer, because I feel like the world is just at that place where everything is just, you say what, the answer that you give is what you want people to hear and to accept you, right? And it's really cool to be able to sit in a space where there's people who are cool not being accepted, because shit, that's been me my whole damn life.
Slim, I believe in you. I look forward to watching your rise. I'm hoping some of us will be part of that journey.
Absolutely.
And obviously, we have to end it off with the gay handshake again.
But
thank you for joining us. Guys, we'll see you soon. Thank you very much to Slim. Please subscribe on all his platforms. We'll drop them in the description or in the comments. But you're going to get to know him. This is just like breaking virginity. But yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Pen and pen.
Shut up, guys.
Thank you, man.
Cheers.
Thank you, Maggie. Appreciate you.